Hi, Ben Watanabe with NASCAR Fuel. I'm here with Landon Cassill, driver of the number 34 Front Row Motorsports. Landon, welcome to New England.
Thank you. Yeah, I love coming up here. Your weather is a breath of fresh air. It was 101 degrees on my way to the airport out of Charlotte, so it was nice to come to some cool weather.
It's a little different up here for
Yeah.
sure. So I got to ask, whenever we ask any driver, what are you looking forward to up here? They all say lobster. But as a vegan, what are you looking forward to?
Whole Foods. Yeah. I typically stay in Manchester when we come up here, and there's a pretty nice Whole Foods by the airport where we stay. But that's not the only thing I look forward to. I look forward to the weather. I look forward to the fans up here. I feel like they're probably some of the most genuine, diehard race fans that we see on the circuit. So all the New England races to me, have some of the best race fans.
Now, a lot of people say that. They talk about the knowledge of the New England NASCAR fan. What is that? I mean, how do you see that from your vantage point on the track and driving?
I see more collectors, people that like merchandise, that collect hero cards, more people. I humbly admit that more people know my name, I feel like, as a driver that maybe not be in the top 5 every week or on the headlines every week. There's still a lot more race fans that really recognize who I am outside of my driving suit. So to me, that just tells me that the fans are really paying attention to who all the drivers are, the cars that they're driving, and what's going on in the race. So a few things like that tend to point that the fans are a little more passionate up here.
Is any of it the fact that, I mean, not that there's not racers that go to, tracks all over the country, but here, I mean, especially even in these 2 or 3 days, you have a lot of races going on in addition to the Cup race. I mean, does that feed into it at all, that you have a lot of fans who actually are racers themselves, maybe up here to run their own race this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I was coming up through the grassroots ranks, I knew all the drivers in the Cup field and knew what their situations were and what they were driving. So a lot of it could be that just there's more racers around. And I think that's good for a show. I think that's something that New Hampshire Motor Speedway does a good job at, is making sure that the people that are here all weekend and the people that are camping, that are committed to this race weekend, get to see racing action on the track the whole time they're here.
Now, because of the nature that New Hampshire Motor Speedway races, is this a race where, maybe if you don't have, the top flat-out speed, you can do some things in strategy that can make a little bit of difference toward the end? Yeah,
strategy does play into effect here an awful lot. But this weekend, they changed the track a little bit on us. They put the VHT material down on the track, which provides a little extra grip in one of the grooves. And so that's just going to create some unpredictability that we're not used to seeing here. And it'll definitely change the race for sure.
Now, every driver always talks about, like you said, the challenging nature, especially passing here in New Hampshire. What is something, though, that you like about New Hampshire? Is maybe either the track, the speedway, the environment, the area? I mean, what's something that you actually think, oh, great, we're going to New Hampshire this week for this?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a short track. I like flat, short race tracks. Going to Phoenix and Richmond, New Hampshire, Martinsville, those are places I love to go. So it's something that I categorize and look forward to.
One thing that I'm always really interested in is, for a lot of athletes, there's a moment that clicks. They say, they throw a pitch and they say, "Oh man, I'm really good at this." Was there a moment, or what was the moment for you when you were in a car when you said, "Oh wow, you realized I might actually be better at this thing than a lot of people might be"?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's just a lifelong commitment to it. I think it's just my general interest in it, and just loving racing and loving race cars. That time and work involved, produces the skills and the experience that you need to have that. I don't think you can just wake up one day and click to be a good race car driver. It takes a lot of work.
Great. Landon Cassill, thanks for joining us at NASCAR Fuel. Ben Watanabe. Overton's 301 is Sunday at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.